And welcome. Go ahead.
Two factors or two ingredients that make politics a game. One, interest. Two, reward. You cannot take that away. During campaigns, it was Didi and her husband that sponsored my campaign paraphernalia from my one to this West Shop that supported Mr. Zion.
Please. I'm not among. Thank you.
When we became successful and victorious, as we now abandon this square and our efforts, and look at somebody who never contributed anything, just a funny name, technocrat, come and work with my... No, now. It's not done anywhere. That is why I always engage technocrats. Don't just sit in your house and call yourself technocrat. You tie your wife's wrapper, hide under a bed, criticize, do nothing at the end of the day, expecting benefits. Mr. Technocrat, get involved in politics. The truth is this. Have you asked yourself this question? Since 1999, the inception of this democracy till today, there's a particular name always at the forefront of our economy. Dangote. Have you asked why? Government in, government out, Dangote. What is he doing different that nobody is doing? Obasanjo, Dangote. Yaradua, Dangote. Jonathan, Dangote. Buhari, Dangote. Now, Tinubu, Dangote. Mr. Zion will come to Dangote. If you don't bring out your support for that candidate, if you like, no, become the professor in English, he will abandon you, pick people who supported. And that's why I encourage the youth of today. Get yourself in politics. Don't just be an spectator. Get involved. Be a decision maker.
Mr. Zion.
Oh, yes.
I understand the angle you're coming from. But like I said, we always clamor for an uninclusive government. We always clamor for, just last month was June, right? We were talking about 24 years of democracy, right? And we had to define democracy again in the term that we understand. Government of the people, for the people, and by the people. We have a standing population of well over 200 million people, pending when they're going to conduct another census. Now, you are supposed to, as a leader, capitalize on the interest of these 200 million people, assuming you are a president. If you are a state governor, you're supposed to look at the population of this within your state. True or false? If I want to continue to look out for some persons only, solely because they supported my cause, they pitched their tent with me, they did banners and posters and signboards, they came on radio and they did jingles, vote for so and so person. How am I carrying every other person along that matter?
If you want to be carried along, get to work. Even the Bible said it clearly.
But hold on, Mr. Zion. What is required of me? What is required of me is simply to go to the polls and cast my vote for a credible candidate.
How will I know you in a population of...
But hey, come on. How can you ask me how would you know me? Come on. But when you want to do campaigns, you remember me, right? When you want to do campaigns, you remember that there is one village inside Ogbolomabri that is called Amasarapolo. Or you remember that there is a certain Igbetaoma somewhere. Or you remember there is a certain Okrika that has Bolo and Ogubolo. You remember that? How can you ask me the question? How would I remember you? Come on. Ask me that question is funny, really. It's funny. So you don't remember that one person that you go to say, you gather all the elderly women or the senior citizens and that like their one vote mattered. All of a sudden, you don't remember them. Huh? You only remember the ones that, sponsored and did billboard and signages and jingles and campaigned. Good afternoon, ma. Welcome.
Yes. The worldwide focus of politics or leadership is to build the human society and to build all the citizens of the country. This is a place where politics of reward is dangerous and very, very harmful. Because if we play it as we play it in Nigeria, that is a product of government recycling. That's number one. Number two, if you consider only those that put posters and billboard for you, then other ones will be left behind. And when your tenure is over, you also pick those that deserve you to be in position while other people are left behind. And the society or the nation will continue to suffer. And the remaining citizens will continue to suffer. So politics of reward is not played in other countries. In France, it is not there. That is why in France we have whole nation development. America will have whole nation development. In Germany we have whole nation development. In Canada and so on. But you can see where our own politics of reward has landed us. Every place is bushy and dirty. Fuel has increased to 670 naira. I'm concluding. This day before yesterday, there are those that have not eaten. They are not ready to look at those people, so consider them. They can die and perish because of politics of the world.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Ma. Sam is calling from Rukbako. Hi, Sam. Welcome. Go ahead.
Hi. Okay. Not to answer your last caller, but trying to answer to your previous submission. When it comes to leadership, when it comes to elections, we elect the president, the governor, the House of Assembly members, the reps, local government chairman, councillors, and all that. Now, obviously, when you say we have over 200 million Nigerians, definitely. Now, the presidency is one of so like, why are you become the of your ward? Why am I interested in who becomes the local government chairman of your local government? Why are you interested in the House of Assembly member in your constituency? Because the president will not do everything for you. He will not reach every man to his own doorstep. That's why you have reps. That's why you have assembly members. You have governors. You have councillors. Those who are close to you, those who you can easily reach. Be interested in those ones more than even the presidency. Because those are the ones who will bring the change closer to you. Those are the ones you will complain to, and they can complain to the top. You can't just fly from the house and talk. Go to those ones, and they will channel your issues. Make sure you elect the right one. That's what I mean. As long as you elect the right set of councillors, the right set of lawyers to have a rep member, when you have issues and you challenge it to them, they will challenge you to the top. So even if maybe whoever was appointed a minister from your state, even the constitution says, at least from each state of Nigeria, the minister was come from one. So every state will be represented. So if the minister is coming from a state, obviously we should have a good rapport with the governor of the state, somewhat, possibly, God willing. Then the governor of the state should be able to say, oh, you're not representing us there. You are easily close to the president. Okay, this is our issue.
Mm.
This is what we need. This is what we need. This is what we need. Or you cannot go.
All right, thank you.
Nigeria Info will be right back.
I don't want to wait till I graduate from this school before I
But we'll be back to continue this conversation and round off. On Facebook, Al Hassan Danladi watching live says, it's part of us already. From generation to generation, it is very hard. Jeffrey Joe says, it's inevitable because no one reap where he does not sow. This one is from at Uche Omodu on Twitter, and it reads, because of politics of rewards, we keep having a circle of same men who have sabotaged our country since 1999. Same people, same situation. Why wouldn't they always have their way when they have impoverished and thereby rigging all elections? Okay. On WhatsApp, this one says, Denise, I was going to review about not bringing up the soulmate conversation since last week after you packed another topic yesterday. Loyalty versus competence is tricky. Sometimes people join your train because they agree with your cause of ethics. On one hand, people surround themselves with those they are comfortable with and those motives they trust. And if they are actually competent, it is fair to exclude them after you have gotten what you want that you might not have gotten without their help. Is that a question? Is it fair? Oh, I think it's a question. Is it fair to exclude them after you've gotten what you want that you might not have gotten without their help? I've been in student union government in the UK, and the only reason I didn't give positions to competent people who helped me win a particular election was because they'll tell me beforehand that they'll be too busy to actually perform in those roles. So it was basically, we have heard your plans for when you get into the seat. We agree you have noble intentions. We believe you're the best candidate and we got you, but we can only help your dream up to a point. Politics endeavors that truly benefit the populace is about people management. Yes, you want your people around you, but you also need to be able to work with and even argue your case to people who may not have been in your circle prior to your elevation. Interesting one. A lot of messages to read, but you know what will happen? We will go on the news break. We will come back. We will read your messages. We'll take more calls and we'll round off the conversation. Remember, we're still talking the politics of reward in Nigeria. How can we permanently put an end to the politics of reward in Nigeria? When the ideal thing should be people being elected and appointed because they can serve and have served the people, and not because they served and supported a particular master. However, What we have come to witness in our beloved country is people being appointed and elected as a reward service rendered to a particular master. Stay tuned.
Nigeria Info. Nigeria. I'm listening.
Welcome back. Good to have you again with us. If you're just joining us, it's the Sunny Side on your number one station for talk, 90.3 Good Nigerian for good afternoon to you once again. I'm Denise Dennis Waller, and in the last hour before the news break, we started a conversation about the politics of reward in Nigeria. I'd like to extend this conversation to beyond the political sphere, because even in the workplace, people are promoted, not necessarily because they truly deserve that promotion, they have done the work, or maybe they're the most competent, I beg your pardon, but because of who they are loyal to. And sir, I want to make a report to you. Yes, what is it about? Hey, I don't like this manager. This manager, he has he's not a team player. So you can find a way to work with him. But sir, we have been trying to work with him. It's not working. Find a way to work with him. He's the manager, and there's nothing I can do about it. It happens. You begin to imagine how the others are feeling. Someone there who everyone knows the job, can do the job, is very competent. Been there, done that. Track record, you name it. Time and again, back to back. Always delivering on expectations, going above and beyond. Blood and sweat, they would say, for the company. It's just there. And someone from nowhere just comes, boom. And that person gets it as a reward for something. Probably as a reward for being loyal. So when we think about how it affects us as a nation, you can imagine how in that your small office, maybe one floor with probably 6 or 7 offices, or maybe 4 offices, then they use something to share the office space. This one is for accountant, this one is for this person, this one is for that person. You see it manifest before you, and you can only but feel bad and terrible about it. Imagine how is feeling, seeing that we know Mr. Okoro. Mr. Okoro knows the people. Mr. Okoro understands the needs of the people. Mr. Okoro had served several times, and he didn't just serve, but he brought results. We believe if Mr. Okoro is, given the opportunity to serve in this other capacity, he will do a lot better. And for some reason, even though the people believe in Mr. Okoro does not get the chance. Because someone else says, Mr. Okoro may be good and all that, but then there is Mr. Matthew. Mr. Matthew has served me. Mr. Matthew don't serve me. Mr. Matthew, no. He has served with his resources. He has served with his time. He has garnered support from me from left, right, center, upward, downward, wherever you can possibly think of. If I want to leave this position, I believe that the next person that should take over me should be Mr. Matthew. You want Mr. Matthew. He has served you. Point taking. However, the people want Mr. Okoro, but you have used your influence and rewarded Mr. Matthew with that position. What then happens to the people that would have preferred someone entirely different, which in their own eyes would have done a lot better? The politics of reward are play there. So I'm saying, clearly someone is in support of it, or some persons are in support of that politics of reward. However, how far has it brought us as a nation that at this point we've not I just remember the news I read, renewed Chege. We've not recovered from what we've experienced for the past how many weeks, and we are receiving a top up of that experience. You know how they say do top up. You're receiving a top up of what you have experienced or what you have been experiencing. It doesn't seem fair. Oh well, it seems fair to a selected few, but to the larger populace, how fair is it? In the name of all things right and just and ethical, should we continue in that manner? Or should we try to find a way to bring a stop to it? Now, if you're for putting a stop to it completely, you may want to suggest ways on how we can permanently put an end to the politics of reward in Nigeria. Open the phone lines again. It is 070 0923 0923 070 0923 Oh, why do I keep forgetting that number? I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I'm so used to I'm sorry. I'm so used to calling that number. Forgive me. 0817 923 0002 0817 923 0003 0817 923 0007 and 0817 923 0009. Once again, the WhatsApp and Telegram number is 0809 030 6416. A message here reads, "My sister, I don't understand this politics anymore. How can you wake up and appoint anybody you like? Politics of reward. My name is Confidence from Ozuzu Eche." Promise from Gokana. Welcome to the sunny side. Go ahead, Promise. Promise, are you with me? Go ahead. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, politics of reward in Nigeria. I think it's more than Nigeria to politics of reward. But
Promise, turn off your radio set, please. I would like for you to turn off your radio set, please. It's very important to do so. I can hear you, but I would like for you to turn off your radio set.
Okay, so
Promise, I'm with you. Just go ahead.
Nigeria.
When you say something is bigger than Nigeria, you're saying that no way, it's all over, no hope.
Yes, it's not very possible.
Oh dear. Promise, I'll have to let you go. Call back. Ida from Nkoro. Welcome, Ida.
Mega money.
Ida?
Yeah, from Nkoro.
Yes, you're welcome.
You know, when person work for you, you need to compensate the person. Just like maybe you employ me as a worker, if I do a very good work, for me going back, at least you compensate me. Either social position, maybe you are contesting for something in your office, and I supported you, and maybe I want to come back to that place. You find me something as well next time too, I'll try and support you. So that's why the politics is going to do. I want to support this person, the person get off his, the person goes to support you back. Thank you very much. God bless you. That from Nkoro.
I'm so sorry I'm laughing. I'm sorry, I thought we were not okay with this, but apparently I was wrong. Oh my God, Denise, how wrong were you to sing that? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Okay, I have David from Port Harcourt. Hi, David. Welcome.
I'm fine. Good evening.
David, good afternoon. Go ahead.
How are you today?
Oh, very good. Very good. Keeping hope alive. How man go do?
Okay.
David, call back. I'm interested in what you have to say. Engineer C.K. Oguze, Futo, Imo State. Presenter, we got it wrong from the start, which is pegged on credibility. Our political system is bedeviled with irregularities and mediocrity that those not qualified lobby, bribe, contract, and buy support and mandate to pay back when the win offices. This is why from 1999 our democracy has been a government of reward for what you did. The moment our institution is gotten right with delegate giving us credible competitors, most of our socio-economic and politics sickness would have been resolved. Until then, let's look at the mess we live in. Fuel is now 617 naira. I pray we don't miss the previous president. Interesting. Chidi from Port Harcourt Town. Hi, Chidi. Welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Your topic is very nice. When Honorable Ida from Nkoro called,
I was just laughing. And I know I was laughing.
I was
just said
laughing
it all.
too.
The truth about the whole thing is this, if you look the way Nigeria is, I want to talk about Nigeria. The people that are holding this money wants to continue to hold this money. And you see, the people that are under, some of them, I will not say all of them, some of the people that hold this money are making frantic effort to see that they don't have this money so that they can continue to control them continuously. And you know, because of this poverty, adversity, and privation in the land, this reward thing, my sister, I don't think it's possible to change. As long as Nigeria is concerned with what I have seen so far, it's not possible. It has come to stay, and it might, except God intervene, it will look like something that will continue forever. I'm telling you. Because a wealthy man can bring somebody that does not have anything and sponsor the person and put the person in a position. He will be the person that will control the person. Because you see, there are some people that cannot kill. There are big men who have the heart to kill for them. Who has the heart to bring money for them. Who has the heart to bring people, has the connection to bring people for them. Don't worry. You don't have anything. I've brought you out. I will kill for you. I will bring money for you. I will bring people to support you. I will put you there. What do you expect the person to do when the person enters? This is just a picture. It's very difficult in Nigeria. It's not possible. If you don't have money, you can't get anything. Money and connection rules Nigeria. Thank you, Dennis. God bless you.
Wow. I think people need to bear their goals in mind. Everybody you work with must not be your bestie. I remember during my SUG days working on a campaign with some members of the Pole Dancing Society. These ladies raised nearly £1,500 in a week for a breast cancer charity. I'm not a pole dancer, but I'm the one whose maiden name people still remember because it have never happened before, but it did in my tenure. Another occasion, I wasn't getting on with someone. I think I was niffed because she had actually supported my opponent. But she approved the commitment to the cause, and I ended up sending her to a 3-day conference on my behalf in a different city, paid for by the student union, and she did me proud. Interesting. Muriel from Okrika. Welcome, Muriel.
Thank you, Denise. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you. Denise, you see, to me, I think as long as the law of demand and supply is still here with us, so also will politics of reward not leave us so soon. And it's very peculiar with Nigeria. You see, Denise, to me, I see politics as a career. And as a career person, what drives you from leaving your house, waking up very early in the morning, going to work? Because you know at the end of the month, something will come and maybe you will still rise through the ranks in your career. You get to the level you want to get to. For example, a lecturer at the end of the day wants to become a prof, a medical doctor wants to get to the level of a doctor. So also is a politician. A politician wants to get to the top most of his career. And most times, people here, the way they achieve it is just to be loyal. Permit me to say in Senate lines, some persons do that through competence. They read to it, they work hard to it, but in Nigeria here, the way our politicians achieve it is just to be loyal, be consistent, with a loyalty, you know that it's like a bet. You know that you look at this person as that because you know that, okay, this person will rise. And then let me just be loyal to this person. As it's rising, it's taking me along. That's how it goes in Nigeria. So people work with people because they know that they can lean on their success and they can rise through other people's success. And that's how politics plays in Nigeria. So if you not see, politics of reward is not ending soon with us. because most times our people here, they don't even want to read through it. They don't even want to study. If you want to be a good politician, you really need to study. You need to study hard. You need to work. You need to observe what is happening in other clans. But most times our politicians here don't do that. You just to cling on one politician that you know that he will rise, and as he's rising, he's lifting you up. Eventually, he becomes a councillor. Okay, you're one of his members. He carries you along. He becomes a governor. Okay, he can make you a commissioner. And if you're loyal enough, you become a governor. You just rise through the ranks. As he's rising, he's carrying you along. So that's the reward I think politicians seek from those that they cling on to.
Okay.
And politics of reward is not leaving us soon.
Wow. Gentle, OJ, Gentle. Sorry about that, Gentle. I think I can squeeze in one final call conversation. We have a commercial break coming up shortly.
So, what's happening? The councillor in our ward or the House of Assembly member in our state constituency. How do you get access to that? That access was not also given to you as an individual. It will surprise you and interest you to know, like myself, I am from Calabar, Akubutoro precisely. You can see that even your constituency representative will be chosen by the governor. A governor that has never been into that community. Because he is the leader of that party. And probably the moment you become the flag bearer, you are the winner. So in that case, the person that will be choosing to represent me or whosoever does not know me. Sometimes for years probably, that person has never been to his community. How do you get access to that person? It is as same as President Bola Tinubu to me. Such kind of councillor or House of Assembly member of my constituency, it is as same as President Bola Tinubu. Bola Tinubu does not know me. My state or constituency representative does not know me also. Now, instead of that person to pay back to his constituency by coming to have constituency project or to know the needs of his constituency, he will rather focus on appreciating, trying to give some loyalty to the person, maybe the governor whosoever being his leader, that might have brought him to that position.
Interesting.
He does not care of the constituency because he knew that not the constituency people that brought him to that power. In our before Nigeria, at this point, we understand that the leadership will still have a say or try to choose the person. But at least they will start from the grassroots, thereby having the person that control or represent the ward. Now, from the ward, they will have the ward congress whatsoever, ward congress. Here, they will try to communicate to you, the ward leader. They will have a primary. Fine, they will still have their way. But at least they will engage you people, not you in a particular hotel, maybe 2 days or some hours before the primary. Then you know.
Thank you, friends. Then citrus, fear-born readiness is our problem. From Fairball Cliff. Fear-born readiness or greediness, which is which? Did as it is now, our past and present leaders are far better than we, the followers. Did you listen to what the so-called youths are saying since? Just because of our selfish interests. I'm so sorry we have degenerated to this shameful level. Aminu, send that in. Israel from Akwa Ibom. I would like to take your thought. Yours will be the last one as we round off to stay tuned.
The show continues after this break. Nigeria Info.
course. Israel, if you're still there, I'd like to hear from you. Nigerian Fair, good afternoon to you. Welcome. Sorry, I lost that call. Nigerian Fair, good afternoon. Anybody home? Yes, good afternoon. Welcome. Go ahead.
Hello. Hello.
I can hear you. Good afternoon. Go ahead. Oh dear. I'm sorry I have to let you go. I think it's either a network problem or you may need to check the volume on your phone. Good day, Didi. Politics of reward is the reason Nigeria is the way it is seen today, of which the people's voice is denied. No wonder Nigerian population continue to be in regret as the rewarded politicians continue to do as they will, since they are not a true representation of the people and their interests. Ibims send that in. Well, enough is enough. Enough is enough of rewarding a selected few to the detriment of the larger populace. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. And the right thing would be to think of how your actions as a leader will affect every other person. At some point, it's natural to be selfish, maybe just a little bit. But at the end of the day, do remember that when you do something that benefits the greater number of persons, or a greater number of persons, you'll be better off for it. The satisfaction that comes with the fact that what you did is benefiting more people than just yourself and a selected few. And like someone says, oh well, you reap what you sow, but I don't know if I agree completely. If it is about reaping what you sow, it means that everyone, maybe I should go and pitch my tent with one politician today so that when the person is rising, I will rise as well. But remember, it's not about me alone. It should be about every other well-meaning Nigeria, because this is what they deserve. My name is Denise Eneswalu. Up next is His Story. Just stay tuned.